So now to my topic. I brought some things with me. I also have to create some magic moments like the other speakers. This is a tiny battery cell. Nothing special. Water and a glass. 150 millimeter volume. When we talk about a sustainable way of life, and we do this talk in all parts of the world, the talk about emission and how to reduce them is always part of it. Emission comes from everything, from power plants, from industrial setups, but also in big parts from transportation. Every move we do, by car, by bus, by airplane, by ship, needs energy, which is generated by a combustion engine. A combustion engine burns fuel and creates emission. This is where it comes from. 23% of global emission is created by transportation. A good reason to think about it. Some people say the 21st century is the age of e-cars and e-mobility. And many people also think e-cars are something new, invented recently. In fact, e-cars were on the street already in the 19th century, late 19th century, the beginning of 20th century. By that time, the battery of an e-car was a huge black box with little energy content. You could go only a short distance by that car. The combustion engine improved very, very fast, and the e-car lost the attention of the engineers. This is what happened 100 years ago. And only 100 years later, we came back to the topic, and today e-cars are driven by these tiny battery cells. Please raise your hand if you have seen a Tesla from the inside. From the inside, I mean, not from the outside. How many battery cells are in the Tesla S model? 7,140 battery cells. They are all packed together like little soldiers. They're in the chassis. When you enter a Tesla S model, you sit on batteries. 7,000. And is with e-car everything good now with our emissions? If you recharge your e-car with electricity, and that electricity comes from a traditional power plant, then nothing has changed. The emission which previously happened in the car is now happening in the power plant, and you get it by electricity. It's still the same. So just by introducing e-cars and not changing anything in the power generation will not change anything. We need to think, is there any better solution? And there are many other things, like the Tesla S model is quite expensive, right? But many people like it. What if e-cars would be the same nice as the Tesla S, more affordable, larger driving range? Please raise your hand if you would buy it. Oh, a lot of people. Now, let's imagine we all buy e-cars. We all, 100%. What will happen? We drive during the day, do our business, bring the kids to the school, do some shopping, leisure, whatever is in our agenda. Late in the evening, we come back, go to the socket, and try to recharge. What will happen? We will see the biggest blackout ever. Our power grid is not designed for this. The e-car is a big energy consumption machine. It takes out of the socket 4 or 5 times more than your whole apartment or house. So the energy consumption will increase in the country 4 times, 5 times if everyone turns to an e-car. And there's one more unsolved problem, that's the charging time. This little energy transporter, you can see the battery cell is an energy transporter. You put the energy in, and someone takes it out. But that energy transporter comes with very small doors or windows. It takes amount of time to get the energy in. It takes amount of time to get it out. This is why the recharging process of an e-car takes 5 to 8 hours, and this is a good time. Is there any solution for all these problems? Power grid outage, charging time? Yes, there's a solution. The solution is hydrogen. Hydrogen is a powerful gas. You can get it from water. This is why I have my water here. I need exactly 150 milliliters. I'll tell you later why. This is water, H2O, a connection of hydrogen and oxygen. We can apply electricity and separate it, and hydrogen and oxygen again. And hydrogen is a powerful gas. I can tell you how powerful it is. This is why I have 150 milliliters. From 150 milliliters of water, I can generate 100 liters of gas hydrogen. Each liter of hydrogen has the same power like the cell. 100 cells, 1 cell. You see the point? It sounds like magic. It's not magic. Just by applying cheap electricity, like you can get it from a solar park, splitting water into hydrogen and oxygen, and use the hydrogen for mobility. This is one possible application. And some countries do it already. In Germany, we had some years running tests in several cities with hydrogen buses. Now there are common several cities run already hydrogen buses. In California, the state of the United States, which has the strictest environment regulation in the whole country, they run now a test program to change the old trucks, which are running between the ports of the country, to hydrogen truck, which will greatly reduce the emissions in the country. In Germany, again, and in France, in 2018, the first hydrogen train will run without any bad emissions. What is hydrogen mobility? You take again the hydrogen we just took from separating water, we take oxygen from the air, put them together in a fuel cell. The result is two things: electricity to run the car, and the emission is water, pure water. It sounds like magic. It's so easy. The point is, start doing it. What are the key takeaways from my little speech here? The first one, please remember this. This is like 100 cells. This is 1, this is 100. Unbelievable, but it's true. The second thing, why I'm telling this in Oman. Oman is a country with a lot of sun, 9 to 10 hours every day, which allows you to generate cheap electricity. You have also water in the country. Put together the sun and the water, get hydrogen, and with that hydrogen, you get clean mobility. Thank you.